Good afternoon. I think you can do better than that. Can you give our graduates a big round of applause? You may be seated. Hello, I'm Chris Petroskevich, president of the University of Evansville, and welcome to our 168th commencement exercises for the university. To begin our ceremony, I invite the Reverend Andy Payton, our university chaplain, to provide an invocation.
Good afternoon. It is a joy, it's a gift, it's a privilege to stand before you today. Before I pray, let me just share a quick story. His name was Herb Wire. He used to work at the Evansville Courier and Press. When he turned 90, I went to visit him at the nursing home, and I remember asking Herb, I said, "What does it feel like to turn 90? And he said to me, "It's good. It's good to see folks ready to put their mark upon the world." Well, today, friends, I'm with Herb Wire. It is good to see such an inspiring and a wonderful group of folks ready to put their mark upon the world. One of the great things about being a pastor is we're invited to pray in the midst of the pivotal moments in a person's life. When a baby's born, we pray. When people fall in love, we help with the wedding ceremony, we pray. When folks get ready to graduate, we also pray. And so today, here's the reason why we pray in the midst of the season you find yourself in. When you're entering into a new season of your life, it's important to remember this is why we pray. You're never alone. God is always with you. Hold that in your heart today as we pray together. Would you pray with me? Good and loving God, we thank you for the many gifts you've given us. We are grateful for the gift of an education. We're grateful for this university, for the faculty, and above all, our graduates. Bless and guide them as they seek to navigate their journey ahead. May they find friends to walk with them, discover the capacity to contribute to others in meaningful ways, and above all, experience a sense of your presence. We confess that there is much that we do not know about the path ahead of us, Lord. Even so, we trust that you have gone ahead to prepare a place for each of us. In the days and the years ahead, where there is anxiety, we ask for peace. When we are tired, please grant strength. And above all, help us to know that this life that we've been given in all times and in all places is a sacred one. It is in your holy name that we do pray. Amen. We're going to hear the hymn to Evansville. I encourage you to follow along with the lyrics in your program. These words to this particular song have been with us for more than a century. I encourage you to listen in as we hear it sung today.
You may be seated again. As you just heard, we are so delighted to have the university's wind ensemble conducted by Dr. Ken Steinsaltz and the university choir directed by Dr. Dennis Malfatti to provide the music for our 2026 commencement. I ask you to give them, please, a big round of applause, and especially to Dr. Ken. And especially to Dr. Ken Steinsaltz, who will be retiring after our commencement today. Please give him a big round of applause. I'd like to thank you for joining us to celebrate the class of 2026 for those who cannot be here in person. Thank you for joining us from afar and watching on our live stream. Welcome to our honored guests, members of our Board of Trustees, members of our advisory boards, Board of Visitors and Alumni Board, current students, faculty, family members, spouses, partners, friends, but most importantly, our graduates. Can our graduates please stand? We'll give them a big round of applause. Congratulations. You may be seated. I'm going to ask you to do that a couple more times today. I'd also like to recognize our active duty military and veterans in this year's graduating class among our faculty, members of our staff, and in the audience. Would you please stand so we can recognize your service? And in case you forgot, it's also Mother's Day weekends. Can we have the mothers all please stand? I'd now like to introduce the chair of the University of Evansville's Board of Trustees, Mr. Bill Johnson, to offer welcome to our graduates.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 168th University of Evansville commencement exercises. To the graduating class, 2026 marks a remarkable time in your life and a series of accomplishments to get to this day. We want to again congratulate you on that accomplishment and wish you the best as we go forward. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to wish you all the best. And we're sure that you will represent the university well, represent your family and your loved ones well in all the things that you do in life and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. If you look inside your program, you don't actually have to do that. You'll notice that there is no traditional speaker of national prominence that's here at our commencement. Here at the University of Evansville, we do things just a little bit differently. Instead, a member of our graduating class is chosen to deliver the keynote message because there's nothing more meaningful than hearing from someone who's walked along the journey with you. That will happen soon. But first, I'd like to offer a few remarks. A few years ago, commencement fell on May 4th, and I wish May the 4th be with you. That does not seem appropriate today. I do, however, have an alternative. And while today is about commencement, it also happens to be Billy Joel's birthday. In the longest time, he reminds us, if you say goodbye to me tonight, there will be still music left to write. What else can I do? I'm so inspired by you. Those lyrics feel fitting for this moment. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter, or in Billy Joel's words, there's still music left for you to write. But you've already written something meaningful here. What happened here leading to today could only happen at the University of Evansville. This is a place where students don't wait until after graduation to lead, to serve, to innovate, and to make a difference. Here, learning is personal, it's hands-on. It reaches beyond the classrooms, into our communities, and across the world. The choices you've already made exemplify our identity, changing lives and changing the world. You worked in our community through the Evansville Promise neighborhood, helping move kindergarten readiness from aspiration to reality, and strengthening families in ways that will last far beyond your time at the university. You told stories that mattered through Embrace, our student-run marketing and communications agency, using creativity and strategy to make a real difference in our community. Like the Bedford CoLab addressing the food desert in Evansville and supporting economic development and enhancing quality of life. You pursued discovery not as an abstract exercise, but a lived experience, leading projects that help understand the experiences of international students, spending the summer on the ocean floor at an archaeological site in Europe, and participating in year-long executive leadership skills trainings program. You turned ideas into action, whether building partnerships with organizations like Big Brothers Big Sisters, developing solutions like hydration stations across our city, or using emerging technologies like 3D printing to connect Evansville to our campus in Harlexton. You made innovation real, and you made it useful. And you represented the university where it matters most, in internships, in clinics, in classrooms, in performances, I should mention Carnegie Hall, in competitions, in communities, from right here in Evansville to places around the world. You carried with you not just your talent, but your character. Education is not simply about what you know, it's about who you become. I hope you believe that that is what makes the university different. Here, learning is not confined to books and classrooms. We serve as a catalyst for growth and change in our community and beyond. But it's not an institution itself that carries that impact. It's the people of our university who do. And you, the class of 2026, have done exactly that. You've used your education not simply to prepare for a career, but to strengthen communities, expand opportunities, and improve the lives of others. And while you have been a catalyst for change, you've also changed each other. And that brings me to my second song. In Wicked, the song For Good includes the line, "Because of you, I've been changed for good." It's a song about gratitude, about classmates who challenged you, mentors who believed in you, experiences you had. They all shape you in what you've become. You're not the same person you were when you arrived at the University of Evansville. So here's my hope. No matter how far you go, no matter how much you grow, no matter how much you change, I hope the university remains a part of you. Or to put it in slightly more contemporary terms, Hannah Montana terms, you'll always find your way back home. Home in this case is not just a place, it's a set of values, and it just so happens to be our mission. It's the practice of thinking critically, the courage to act bravely, the commitment to serve responsibly, and the decision to live meaningfully. And yes, home is always wearing purple, especially on Fridays. And if there's a song that envelops today with a mix of pride and gratitude and just a little uncertainty, it may be Green Day's sarcastic title, Good Riddance, or better yet, Time of Your Life. So to keep the musical theme, the song reminds me it's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Life will be unpredictable. The path will not always be clear, but what matters most is how you live along the way. You've made the most of your time. Now comes the next part. Today is simply not about completing a degree. It's about what comes next. And in my final musical interlude from Natasha Bedingfield, today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. They're not just words of a song, it's a responsibility, because what you write next will not just define your lives, it'll shape the lives of others. I hope you continue to seek out opportunities to make a difference, whether in your profession, in your community, or the seemingly everyday interactions that help shape the lives of others, not just in the moments that are invisible, but in the many that are not. Our university was founded in 1854. You now join a 172-year legacy defined by that calling. For generations, our graduates have gone on to lead, to serve, to make a difference in ways both large and small. You stand on the shoulders of those that came before you, and now others get to stand on yours. It's your turn. The world needs you. It needs your ideas, it needs your compassion, it needs your integrity, and it needs your courage. I have every confidence that you are ready not only to meet this moment, but to shape what comes next. This is what you've prepared to do. So congratulations, class of 2026. We are all very proud of you, and we can't wait to see the music you write next. Congratulations, class of 2026. Please welcome our university choir, who will sing "You Do Not Walk Alone," which is printed on the inside back cover of your commencement program.
May you see God's light on the path
Well, congratulations to our UE choir. Each year, the president of our Student Government Association provides a message to the graduating class at our commencement exercises. Today, Vivian Slayton will be sharing a few words. Vivian is from Murray, Kentucky. She is a junior majoring in history with a pre-law emphasis and a minor in legal studies. Ladies and gentlemen, Vivian Slayton.
Thank you, President Petruskevich, and good afternoon, esteemed faculty, staff, administrators, proud parents, families, faithful friends, and most importantly, those we are all here to celebrate today, graduates. My name is Vivian Slayton, and I have had the great pleasure and honor of serving as your Student Government Association President this year. At the University of Evansville, student government has a few central goals to ensure student voices are heard, honored, and translated into meaningful action. This year, that purpose has been reflected earnestly in the work accomplished across multiple areas of reform by SGA, in our efforts towards transparency, and in the expansion of opportunity building for students across campus. Just like the graduating class of 2026, the intentional effort put forward by SGA this year will also leave a lasting legacy. Here at Commencement, I look across the sea of students with your various stoles, cords, medals, and medallions. During my time here, and especially now, I find myself constantly impressed by how invested and engaged University of Evansville students are. This year, student government worked to ensure that your remarkable engagement, your diversity of perspectives, and your voices are more fully reflected in the structures that represent you. To accomplish that goal, one of the most significant achievements this year has been the completion of bylaw and constitutional reforms, focused on increasing representation. These reforms are more than procedural updates. They are structural improvements that ensure more students have access to advocacy, more perspectives are included in decision-making, and more voices are present at the table where policies affecting student life are shaped. In the rapidly changing environment of higher education, strengthening representation helps ensure that the decisions made in the future are truly representative of all ACEs. Earlier this year, I had conversations with students who wanted to be involved but weren't sure where to start or how our student government worked. That uncertainty helped guide one of our priorities this year. I cannot stress enough the importance of the progress made in improving visibility and accessibility through the reform of the Student Government Association website. Transparency and engagement begin with unhindered access. By making student government more visible and more accessible, this update helps students know where to go with their concerns, how to engage, and how their student government is serving them. This effort has strengthened the connection between student leaders and the broader UE campus community. Another accomplishment worth recognizing is the work of the Academic Fund Board. This year alone, through our advocacy efforts, over $50,000 was allocated directly to students to support academic and professional development opportunities. These funds help students attend conferences, pursue career building and professional development experiences, and engage in opportunities that extend learning beyond the classroom. Investments like these can and have created meaningful ripple effects that last far beyond graduation. Before I wrap up, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that standing before you as your student government president is a great honor. While reading the accomplishments SGA has completed gives me great pride, standing here as one person may give the impression that any one person could do this work. Standing here as one person may give the impression that I did this work alone, but this work was more than any one person could do. To everyone who has contributed their time, energy, and commitment during their college careers, to the Congress representatives who sat through iterations of bylaw language, to the senior executives in the crowd right now, Gabe Long and Hannah Martin, whose unwavering dedication to this board has kept it and its initiatives on track, and to the student government executive board members who may not be in the crowd tonight, Andrew, Bailey, Mo, Ishan, Ross, and Mitchell, thank you. Student government is never the result of one person's effort. It is the result of collaboration, persistence, and a shared belief in student voices. As you move forward into the next chapter of your lives, you take with you the lessons you learned here about leadership, service, and responsibility to your communities. You leave behind an SGA that is more representative, more transparent, and better prepared to continue advocating for students in meaningful and lasting ways. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2026. Thank you for this opportunity to witness the incredible things you have done for this university. I cannot wait to see the even more wonderful things you do for the world. Thank you.
A big thank you to Vivian and our Student Government Association. As I shared earlier, the university has a long-standing tradition of selecting a graduating student to deliver the keynote address at our spring commencement exercises. It is my pleasure to introduce this afternoon's senior keynote speaker, Allison Gansman. Allison is graduating. Oh, we should clap for Allison. While we're clapping, we should clap for the class of 2026. Allison is graduating with a bachelor's degree in English education. During her time at the University of Evansville, she's been deeply involved on campus as an admission and education ambassador, resident assistant, honor council member, faith in action member, and student activities board president. Under her leadership, SAB was recognized as the Student Organization of the Year. And as an education student, Allison also received the Outstanding Future Educator Award and the Heart of Gold Award. Beyond campus, Allison has made a meaningful impact in the community as an advocate and partner with Big Brothers Big Sisters, a charity pageant director and local title holder in the Miss America system. Through that platform, she has sparked meaningful change across the state and was recognized with 3 awards at the Miss Indiana competition. She will next compete at Miss Indiana USA 2026, representing Indiana. Throughout her involvement and her service, Allison has remained grounded in her belief that the best thing you can do is love and serve. Communities are full of changes waiting to be made, and what a great thing it is to be part of that change. Please join me in welcoming Allison Gansman for the senior address.
Most of us spend our entire lives working towards moments exactly like this one. Moments when we feel like everything in our past has propelled us forward to stand right here in the present, where we spend time to reflect on everything we have endured and everything we will. This moment is one that we have all cried, dreamed, persisted, and worked for. And while college graduation is undoubtedly a moment to live for, I'm here to tell you that this is not the moment that defined us. The moments defining us were unique to our own individual college journeys, but most of them were created on ordinary weekdays that none of us ever second-guessed, such as pulling an all-nighter to study for an exam and finally getting that score that reflected your effort, and the moments sitting on the floor of your friends' dorm rooms that definitely had not been vacuumed in weeks, but yet there was nowhere else that you wanted to be. During our time at the University of Evansville, we joined organizations with the hopes of bettering ourselves. While many of these organizations, whether faith-based, major-based, Greek life, or activity-oriented, ended up improving our lives in great ways, we also found ourselves wanting to leave those organizations just a little bit better than how we had found them. During my sophomore year of college, I stepped into a vice president position within the Student Activities Board, and I became president the year following. When I first became president, I was so confident that the moments that would define my entire success as a leader would be the event days that all UE students know and often attend. Yes, I'm talking about Winter on Walnut, Purple Palooza, Homecoming, Welcome Week, and all of the others. but I quickly learned how wrong I was. Yes, those event days mattered, and yes, we planned them with every single ounce of intention, but the moments that mattered so much more were the moments where I realized how lucky I was to be surrounded by an exec board who showed up weekly very, very tired, but with a lot of joy. The planning meetings that went 2 hours past ending time because we got caught up with laughs about things that we will never be able to remember. And the hours after the events, where cleaning up always ended up being my favorite part of the night, just because of the people who I was with. SAB Exec is the only group of people I've ever met who can be physically exhausted, but still make taking down 150 Christmas-themed inflatables from Winter on Walnut at midnight some of the best memories that I've made while at college. It was those moments and those people that bettered me, showed me my success as a leader is grounded in making connections, and where my love for SAB and college grew. With the mindset of accepting the reality or choosing a better future prevalent, we all grew in our leadership capabilities. We found our strengths, and we devoted ourselves to becoming better people to create a better outcome. And we did the same with our friendships and relationships, and I am not here to tell you that college was easy. We each had to navigate school and commitments while also figuring out how to uphold our values in ourselves and in the people next to us. We found friendships that were worth fighting for, but we also found what values of ours were non-negotiable. We navigated hardships and doubts, but we also worked really, really hard to find every single moment that was worth celebrating. We learned that the moments that challenged, changed, and celebrated us were the moments created on ordinary weekdays and moments that we considered small, such as the moments created with our friends at the late hours of the night, the first day where you remember where you felt like UE was your home, the classes that pushed us to think critically, and all of those decisions that required us to act bravely. Above all, the moments that often changed and impacted us were the moments created for us, not by us. I could stand here for hours, which I will not do to you, and talk about the dreaming culture that Pres P and all of the professors worked tirelessly to create, so that each of us could thrive to fulfill our highest potential. But I could not mention them without mentioning Miss Betty, who welcomed us each daily with a smile at the eatery, the janitorial staff, who ensured that we attended classes in clean, welcoming rooms, and don't forget the package delivery department, who made sure the packages that all of our moms sent us actually found their way to us. The truth is, all of these people created moments on ordinary Tuesdays that were always worth noticing and celebrating. The moments that defined us happened on the quiet and rhythmic weekdays, never in the big moments with loud applause, because we have found collectively as students that growth and transformation never announces itself. It was in all of those ordinary moments we learned where our purpose was grounded. My freshman year at the University of Evansville, I began my first internship placement as an education major. And I was placed to observe at a local middle school. And my first week I was there, I sat in a very small student desk in the very back of the classroom. And I just listened as a lot of students openly expressed their future goals and desires. Some wanted to go to college like us. Some desired a family. But as I observed, I noticed a majority of them were just fighting to survive the day. And I remember watching the students who were unable to stay awake during language arts class and would fall asleep on their desk despite walking in the room mere minutes ago, revealing they were not able to rest at home. And I watched students be excluded from sitting at half-full lunch tables with their more socially accepted peers, only to be forced to sit alone. And it was those students who made me reflect on my journey and experience at the University of Evansville, where inclusivity was the norm, and where dreaming of what my future could be was encouraged on a daily basis by my professors, my campus community, and my friends. The contrast between these two spaces made me realize that as a student at the University of Evansville and as an educator, it is my job to believe in those students, but it's not just my job to believe in them. It's also my job to live by example and to prove that myself. In other words, I believe that we all accept the life that we are given, or we dream bigger. The choice is always this or better. In our classes, we silently and collectively discovered the same. Every time we failed a test, which maybe happened more than we'd like to admit, we decided to improve the next time. And every time we found confirmation of our studies, we devoted ourselves a little bit harder to our purpose, always choosing to move forward with improvement, a little more discipline, and a little more confident. We can all choose to let moments define us, or we can define them and make each day a little better than how we had found it. Friends, it is always, once again, this or it is better. Tomorrow, you will wake up and choose to either be the same as yesterday or a more improved version of yourself, and I hope that we all choose the second. As we are gathered here today on one of the most extraordinary Saturdays of our entire lives, it is my hope that as you leave those doors, you remember your future will not be defined by the single moment, but rather all of the ordinary moments that came before and the ones that will come after, just waiting for you to take the moment, to provide it meaning, and to make that moment extraordinary. The notion of extraordinary impact lives in all of us present today. The question is whether we are aware of the change that we are capable of making, whether that is as a doctor, a nurse, educator, therapist, artist, engineer, or any other field of study in which you tirelessly devoted yourself to. I challenge you to be the change, to make that ordinary better. Class of 2026, it is our turn now to wake up tomorrow and choose impact so that others remember not the moment that we graduated, but all of the countless ordinary moments that came before and the ones that lived between, in which we all reminded ourselves it was this or better. Thank you.
Okay, so that was way better than a national speaker of prominence. I think the future is very bright because we're going to have Allison a part of it. Congratulations. Each year, the university requests nominations for the most outstanding senior. And by the way, this person does not know who it is. Then a committee of students and faculty selects an award recipient, taking into consideration a person's commitment to service, high academic performance, outstanding leadership, and involvement in diverse campus activities. The Outstanding Senior Service Award is named for two of the university's most respected alumni, Mabel Dillingham-Nuneker and Guthrie May. You still don't know who it is. This year's recipient is someone whose 4 years at UE have been defined by service, leadership, and commitment to making this community stronger. From the very beginning of their freshman year, they embraced every opportunity to get involved and make the most of their time at UE. Their journey has been marked not only by personal achievement, but by a deep desire to give back and to help others thrive. You still don't know. A member of the honors program, they quickly became an active participant in campus life and eventually joined the honors activity board, helping plan and lead events that brought students together. Their academic excellence has remained constant throughout their time at UE, reflected by an impressive 3.89 grade point average. Their leadership journey began as an orientation leader, where they helped welcome new students and create a sense of belonging for the incoming class. That commitment has helped others continue when they became a resident assistant during their junior year, supporting students through daily engagement, event planning, and creating a community in New Hall. They also brought that same leadership and creativity into the classroom and on the stage, as now they're figuring it out. As one of two student directors, they helped lead Native Garden in the May Studio. During the first semester of their senior year, an opportunity that showcased both artistic talent and the ability to lead others. Beyond campus, they've worked to connect UE with the broader Evansville community. Through the theater's Rogue and Peasant Aces Change Lab, they help build partnerships with local schools to bring free theater to our community. They also created and led the UET At initiative to increase theater students' involvements across campus. Their impact can be felt on nearly every corner of the University of Evansville campus. They performed in 6 theater productions while also serving behind the scenes in multiple technical and leadership roles. As an intern in the International Student Support Offices, they helped plan signature events like the International Bazaar and created resources to help support international students as they transition to life in the United States. They're a member of the UE Choir and an active participant in numerous student organizations, including the International Club, Venturing Crew, UE Artists of Color, Hispanic Latino Student Union, and Let Ace Brain Health. What makes this student so exceptional is simply not the long list of things that they've done, it's the spirit in which they've done them. They've served campus with joy, with humility, genuine care for others. They've made UE more welcoming, vibrant, and a connected place. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present the 2026 recipient of the Mabel Dillingham Nonaker and Guthrie May Outstanding Senior Service Award, Antonio Cortez Roman.
Good afternoon. I'm Mary Kessler, Acting Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost. It is my distinct honor to announce the inaugural 2026 Lee and Ann Cooper Outstanding Teacher Award. This is a special moment for our university. Each year we recognize a faculty member whose dedication in the classroom inspires the academic growth and personal development of our students. But this year, we do so for the very first time through an award that carries with it a powerful legacy of philanthropy and a deep belief in the transformative role of teaching. Ann Scheller Cooper, a 1959 graduate of Evansville College, dedicated her life to education and to supporting learners at every stage. H. Lee Cooper III, a longtime trustee and business leader, has served the University of Evansville with distinction for decades. Together, they have endowed this award and will continue a legacy grounded in teaching excellence and the belief that outstanding faculty members change lives. It is in this spirit that we are proud to present this newly named award for the very first time. Themes that emerged from this year's nominations included a commitment to learning, real-world application, and a deep investment in student success both inside and outside the classroom. The 2026 Lee and Ann Cooper Outstanding Teacher Award recipient is Dr. William Miller, Assistant Professor of Health Sciences. We are not done. Through his dynamic and student-centered approach, Dr. Miller ensures that every student has the opportunity to learn in a way that is best for them. He takes the time to explain difficult concepts, demonstrating them thoroughly, creating an environment where students not only understand the material, but they can confidently apply it. Dr. Miller has expanded opportunities for students outside of the classroom, including work-study experiences for his students that allow his students to apply their knowledge from the classroom in real-world settings right on our own campus. His commitment to creating a strong learning environment is evident in the resource he provides to his students, the mentorship he offers, and the time he invests in his students' academic and personal growth. Whether it is in the lab, at campus events, or simply offering guidance, Dr. Miller shows up for our students in very meaningful ways. His impact on our students and his community is profound. As one student stated, he is one of the kindest people I know. He truly wants us to learn and enjoy what we are doing, and I cannot think of anyone more deserving of this award. Please join me in congratulating Dr. William Miller on this well-deserved recognition.
Congratulations, Dr. Miller. Through the generosity of the ICAM family, an award was created to recognize a faculty member who has displayed extraordinary service to the University of Evansville. Each year, members of the faculty are nominated by members of our campus community. They select someone who inspires students, provides a platform on which they can explore and develop innovative ideas, for going far above and beyond regular classroom duties to interact with our talented young adults. For having a track record of recruitment and commitment to student success, for their focus on research and publication, and for bringing positive public awareness to the university. This year's recipient has made exemplary contributions in academia, research, and university service. The ICAM prize today we are recognizing is for Dr. Julie Merkel, Associate Professor of Biology, co-director of the ICAM Center for Teaching Excellence. Well, that seems like a very popular choice. Dr. Merkel's students consistently speak of her extraordinary impact in the classroom. One student shared, she is by far one of the most caring and available professors they've ever encountered, noting her commitment to making time for students and fostering a positive environment for learning. Dr. Merkel received her Bachelor of Science degree with honors from Susquehanna University and completed her PhD at Vanderbilt University Medical School. Prior to joining the University of Evansville in 2018, she was an associate research scholar in the Department of Molecular Biology at Princeton. Today, she maintains an active research program that engages undergraduate students directly in discovery-based research and authored 6 peer-reviewed publications. Through this work, she continues to advance scientific knowledge while providing transformative research experiences for undergraduate students. Please join me in congratulating again Dr. Julie Merkel as the 2026 recipient of the ICAMP Prize. Congratulations, Dr. Merkel. Each year, the University Honorary Degree Committee reviews nominations for individuals who exemplify extraordinary achievement and meaningful service to the university and to society. As with all University of Evansville degrees, honorary degrees are approved by the faculty and the Board of Trustees. Today, we are honored to confer 2 honorary degrees. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first honorary degree recipient, Dr. R. Kenneth Spear, Jr. Dr. Spear, would you please stand? Dr. Spear is a highly respected physician, public health leader, and dedicated advocate for the well-being of our community. For decades, he has served Southwestern Indiana through clinical care, healthcare system leadership, public health stewardship, consistently advancing patient safety, quality care, and community health. A graduate of Indiana University School of Medicine, Dr. Spear built a distinguished career that spans both medicine and administration. Board certified in internal medicine, pulmonary medicine, and critical care, Dr. Spear began his career serving patients in the tri-state region in the late 1970s. He's held numerous key leadership roles with St. Mary's Health System and brought specialized expertise to improve patient outcomes across our region. Furthermore, he was recognized as an honoree of the Steward of St. Vincent de Paul for his many contributions. Since 2014, he has served as the health officer for the Vanderburgh County Health Department, leading critical public health initiatives. Notably, he delayed his planned retirement to guide the community through COVID-19 pandemic, providing steady, trusted leadership during a time of great uncertainty. He continues to serve part-time, ensuring continuity and care for our community with an upcoming well-deserved retirement at the end of May. Dr. Spear's service extends beyond his profession. He has contributed at the state and national levels through organizations focused on patient safety and clinical excellence. At the University of Evansville, he's been a dedicated supporter and leader, serving on advocacy boards and helping establish the endowed scholarship with his wife, Charlene, to support future UE students. A devoted husband, father, and grandfather, Dr. Spear's life reflects compassion, integrity, and a deep commitment to others. His impact across medicine, government, public health, and higher education will be felt for decades. In recognition of his extraordinary accomplishments, it is my privilege to confer upon Dr. R. Kenneth Spear, Jr., the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters, with all the rights and privileges the degree confers. Congratulations, Dr. Spear. It's now my pleasure to introduce the second of our honorary degree recipients, Reverend Larry Rasco, Sr. Reverend Rasco, would you please stand? Reverend Rasco is a distinguished faith leader, educator, and community advocate whose decades of service have shaped lives across Southwest Indiana and beyond. Guided by a deep commitment to faith in action, he has dedicated his life to ministry, education, and the pursuit of justice. Since 1989, Reverend Rasco has served as pastor of Nazarene Missionary Baptist Church, building a ministry grounded in compassion, empowerment, and outreach. His influence extends far beyond the pulpit, with international preaching and a broad local reach through weekly broadcasts. His commitment to education is reflecting in his founding of Joshua Academy in Evansville and his role in establishing the Indiana Agriculture and Technology Charter School. He has also contributed to community development through initiatives like the Emporia Shopping Center, advancing opportunity and bringing economic vitality to our region. A long-standing trustee of the University of Evansville, Reverend Rasco has been a champion for students and our institution's mission. His leadership has been widely recognized through numerous awards for community service and advocacy, including advancing equity and justice. Whether ministering in correctional facilities, mentoring youth, or leading in our community, Reverend Rasco embodies service in its fullest sense. He's a devoted husband, father, and grandfather, and a role model whose influence continues to inspire. In recognition of his lasting contributions in faith, education, and community, it is my privilege to confer upon Reverend Larry A. Rasco, Sr., the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters, with all the rights and privileges that the degree confers. Congratulations. All right, we're getting closer, I promise. One more speaker and then we get to confer degrees. Now, Ileho Okazi, Vice President of an Alumni Board of Directors, will welcome today's graduates as part of our alumni legacy. Ileho was an international student from Nigeria and graduated from the University in Evansville in 2008 with a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with a minor in Business Administration. Please welcome.
Good afternoon. How about another round of applause for the graduates? On behalf of the entire alumni community and as Vice President of the Alumni Association, it is my honor to celebrate this milestone with you. Today is a moment, a real moment, one that deserves your full attention before the world starts pulling you in 100 different directions. So before anything else, celebrate yourselves. Not just the degree, but the discipline, the late nights, the setbacks, the quiet resilience. You and this. I sat where you are today as an international student from Nigeria, hopeful, uncertain, and figuring it out as I went. My journey here wasn't perfect. At one point, I was even suspended from intramural sports for an entire semester due to, let's say, an on-field incident. When my passion got the better of me, and I learned quickly, that passion without control can get you in trouble. But I learned, I grew, I found my way back. The same university that held me accountable also gave me opportunities to redeem myself and ultimately to shape lives, contribute to programs, and continue serving the community years later. And before I even arrived on campus, UE showed me what it means to truly invest in people. When my visa was initially denied, the university didn't just move on to the next student. They stepped in. They reached out to the United States Embassy in Nigeria on my behalf to ensure my application was reviewed fairly. I wasn't even a student yet, and they showed up for me in a way that changed my life. That's the kind of community you are now part of. So let me leave you with 3 things I learned. Some the easy way, some not so easy. 1, true criticism is a privilege. Not everyone will tell you the truth. The people who challenge you, who push you, who hold you to a higher standard, those are your people. Growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from being challenged in some capacity. 2, influence is not control. Leadership isn't about controlling outcomes or people. It's about trust. And trust is earned through consistency, humility, and showing up every day. 3, capability is not ambition. Being able to do something isn't the same as choosing to pursue it. Align what you're good at with what you care deeply about, because that's where fulfillment and impact truly live. And as you move forward, remember this: your path won't be linear. It will challenge you, stretch you, and ultimately surprise you. That's not a flaw. That's part of the journey. To honor your accomplishments today, the Alumni Association will present each of you with a commemorative pin and an alumni card's benefit. These are small tokens. These small tokens are intended to serve as a reminder of your alma mater, as well as the benefits that your UE education can provide for you in future. Congratulations. Go make your mark. Thank you. In closing, I want to congratulate each of you again on your achievements and be among the first to welcome you to the University of Evansville Alumni Association. Now, go make your mark.
We shall now proceed to the conferring of degrees. President Petroskevich, some applause there. President Petroskevich, I have the pleasure of presenting to you candidates for degrees. Will the candidates please stand? That's all of you. Please stand. Thank you. Yep, it's time. On behalf of the faculty, I certify that these individuals have completed the required courses of study at the University of Evansville, or will do so by the end of the summer, and they are presented to you for the conferring of degrees.
Thank you, Provost Kessler. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Evansville Board of Trustees, and on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the degree to which you are entitled, with all of the rights and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Will the candidates please be seated? And the faculty marshals direct candidates for a degree to the rostrum. Candidates receiving a graduate degree each received a hood appropriate to the master's or doctoral level they have earned. All hooding ceremonies were held prior to this afternoon's commencement. I will now ask Dean Amanda Krause, who will call forward the candidates for degrees in the William L. Ridgway College of Arts and Sciences.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Grace Ellen Gleisner, summa cum laude, earning an additional Bachelor of Arts. Jaden Lynn Gadree. Isabel Cook, magna cum laude. Kara Rebecca Lehman, summa cum laude. Lucas Michael Manor, magna cum laude. Devin Thomas Kincaid Matthews, magna cum laude. Ella Elizabeth McAndrew. Brenna Nicole McLean, summa cum laude. Delia May Oglesby. James Garrett Reiser. Alexa L. Stovall, also earning the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Zoe Sykes, summa cum laude. Aiden Kenneth Thurston. For the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts, Ariana Barker. Landry Christian Barker, cum laude. Grace Catherine Burnell, summa cum laude. Antonio Cortez Roman, summa cum laude. Ethan Henry. Trace Wesley Levens. Quinn Stephen McGaw, cum laude. Mason Norton. Kennedy Parker Olson, cum laude. Daniel Eduardo Perez. Umbra Swan Person, cum laude. Kalia Bonnie Reeves, summa cum laude. Elijah Jamil Roberson. Jonathan Keene Roth, cum laude. Ethan Nathaniel Santiago. James Robert Scott. For the degree of Bachelor of Music, Ali Amar Brackett, magna cum laude. For the degree of Bachelor of Music and Music Education, Mason Edward Gross. Garrett Taylor Pritchett. Melody Joy Winfrey, summa cum laude. For the degree of Bachelor of Music and Music Therapy, Rebecca Ann Neiman. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Saif Abrabu, summa cum laude. Ava Elise Abernathy. Elizabeth Marie Ackerman, summa cum laude. Olutomilola Elizabeth Akinwande, magna cum laude. Bri Ali, summa cum laude. Katie Lynn Anderson, magna cum laude. Abigail Rose Bauer. Jacob John Bedag, summa cum laude. Audrey Rose Blanner. Jessica Taylor Boucher, summa cum laude. Ren E. Brooks. John Shelton Brown, magna cum laude. Topanga L. Beekline. Misha Mary Bukasagaram, summa cum laude. Andrew M. Chandler. Madison Del Socorro Perez. Lily Dwyer, cum laude. Angelica Yvonne Elderbrook, summa cum laude, earning an additional Bachelor of Science. Allison Ann Gansman, magna cum laude. Jack A. Gasser, earning an additional Bachelor of Science. Lucas Andrew Harper. Abigail T. Harris, magna cum laude. Carolyn Rose Hayward, summa cum laude. Nicholas Walter Hemmerline. Kaylee L. Hoffman, summa cum laude. Ashley Renee Hoskins, summa cum laude. Tosin Ishala. Abigail Lynn Jean, summa cum laude. Ethan George John, summa cum laude. Nicholas Key. Kaylee Kennedy Knob. Hannah Elaine Krings, cum laude. Paige Pinkstaff Coker, cum laude. Abigail Lynn Kyle, magna cum laude. Mia Nicole Lara. Bryn Marie Leader. Darla Cecilia Luna. Josie Elizabeth Madzik. Dylan Christopher Mader, summa cum laude. Crystal Rahima Nakatha Mageto. Hannah Marie Martin, cum laude. Nandini Mathana, magna cum laude. Ashley Madeyes, summa cum laude. Jessica Christine Magan. Sophia Gabrielle McGuire. Alyssa Marie Meadows, summa cum laude. Kaylee Elizabeth Minell, summa cum laude. Mia Marie Melendez. Michael Rashad Merriweather. Julia Morando. McKenna Grace O'Brien, cum laude. Hyung Jean Oh. Olivia May Oliver. Sophie Elise Oliver. Mia Rose Pesavento, cum laude. Eli Garrett Phillips. Arturo Christian Capons. Gavin Thomas Ramirez, cum laude. Madeline Sue Rentschler, magna cum laude. Kaylee Grace Ridge. Ryland Day Robb, summa cum laude. Cora E. Ruff, summa cum laude. Sydney M. Rusher. William Cooper Sanders. Hayden Richard Schneider. Elizabeth Catherine Sergesgetter, cum laude. Richard Julian Shelnut, magna cum laude. Caitlin Smith. Sarah Catherine Stutzman, summa cum laude. Madeline Rose Tarvin, magna cum laude. Mason Julius Taylor. Haley J. Taylor Norton. Ella B. Thompson, magna cum laude. Carly Jordan Topper. Catherine Elizabeth Byers Tyler, summa cum laude. Andrea Valentina Vargas. Allison Elise Wary, cum laude. Evelyn Marin Wickett, summa cum laude. Audrey M. Wilder. India Terriana Wilson, cum laude, also earning the degree of Bachelor of Arts. For the degree of Master of Science in Psychology, Hope Marie Gafford. David James Gomez. Caitlin Michelle Thomas. McKenna Page Vericke.
for the degree of Bachelor of Science. Sierra C. Whitlock. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Haley Elizabeth Fisher, summa cum laude, also earning the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Alexis Paige Fletcher, summa cum laude. Peyton Allen Heaston, also earning the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Ella Kate Held, cum laude, also earning the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Angelica Laishuk, magna cum laude, also earning the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Adrian Robert Montgomery. Kiera Marie North, magna cum laude. Cole D. Schrader. Savannah Lee Wolf. Easton F. Ziegler, cum laude. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Molly Ann Alexander, cum laude. Emily G. Ames, cum laude. Cadence Balder. Emmett Bowman. Isaac Warren Brown. Kylie Lynn Brown. Matthew Allen Bonnell. Ignacio Diaz Caneja. Brian Anafak Fankua. Kobe Grant. Juan Gregory Jones, Jr. Zachary Lawrence Kramer, cum laude. Roderick Tay Isaac Locke, also earning the degree of Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Gabriel Isaac Long, cum laude. Jackson David Madewell. John Richard Macaulay V. Ekaterina Petrova. Daryl Reeves. Nathaniel Roberts. Daniel Romashkin, summa cum laude. Gavin Joseph Sandwas, summa cum laude. Luke Michael Schneider, cum laude. Gretchen Nicole Simonson. James Ryan St. Ledger, cum laude, also earning the degree of Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Chad Lee Tomlinson. Nalu Wagner. Macy Lynn Wilson. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Sengxian Chen. Lucas Christopher Gramza. Nicholas Allen Copshaw. Shiri Ko. Kezia Hope Long. Kayla Ann Simon, cum laude. Kim Kayen Mendoza Suayo. Jingpong Tang, cum laude. Connor Robert Young, cum laude. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Wyatt Michael Hardin, cum laude, also earning the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Tiffany Dean Martindale, cum laude, also earning the degree of Bachelor of Science. Gaia Atimta. Jude Devin. Jose Angel Ocampo. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Clay Randall Dempsey, summa cum laude. Mingyang Lee. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Patrick Daniel Albright. Kevin Andrew Bale. Cole Anthony Beekler, summa cum laude. Sebastian Eric Diener, summa cum laude. Quinn Fossier, summa cum laude. Barrick Andrew Hall. Carter Joseph Hoff. Gavin Major Justice. Muhammad Ali Rashid. Grace Nicole Vandenberg. Dylan J. Wire. For the degree of Master of Science, Noah Paul Aladza. Robin Erica Powell. Sabatina Waddles. Tommy Hausman.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Naha F. Adil. Riley Grace Angel, summa cum laude. Bailey Michelle Osbrook, magna cum laude. Joseph Adam Blake, magna cum laude. Nico Anthony Borelli, summa cum laude. Elliot Matthew Botel, cum laude. Chloe Ann Braden, summa cum laude. Abigail Catherine Briggs, cum laude. Carson Scott Brindle, summa cum laude. Alyssa Ann Burnett, cum laude. Anjane Jalen Michelle Campbell. Matthew Nolan Cartwright. Evelyn Chin, summa cum laude. Chloe Sheridan Klein, summa cum laude. Gwendolyn Lily Dara. Ryan Gage Doman, magna cum laude. Annika Ray Evanson, summa cum laude. Eileen Marietta Flanagan, summa cum laude. Aaliyah Joe Fox. Ewan Theus Grant, summa cum laude. Ian Moberly Green, cum laude. Joelle Brooklyn Haynes, summa cum laude. Allison Reese Harness, summa cum laude. Megan Chiemi Hadiyama. Matthew Mark Hawkins. Arwen Day Horseman, magna cum laude. Titus Gebetto. Jessica Marie Johnston. Megan Renee Kane, magna cum laude. Madeline M. Kuntz. Austin Avery Landis, cum laude. Kendall Marie Lee, magna cum laude. Lauren Elise Munier, summa cum laude. Kyle Edward Penders, cum laude. Riley Nicole Pentacuff, cum laude. Antoine Wesley Powell. Annalisa May Rouse, cum laude. Andrew Michael Scheller. Rachel Aaron Schmidt, summa cum laude. Grace Ann Schrader, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Taylor Sharp, magna cum laude. Laurel Spatz. Camille Nicole Spencer, magna cum laude. Sabrina Cheyenne Vaughn, cum laude. Amy Guadalupe Velasquez. Allison Welch, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Williams. Sarah Grace Williams, cum laude. Emma Grace Wolfenberger, cum laude. Kaylee Marie Woosley. Joseph Julian Zamora. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Johnny Yvonne Addison Boone. Erin Lena Carlson. Kylie Elizabeth Charles, cum laude. Zoe Isabel Davis. Addison Elizabeth Dockery. Sharon Yvonne Dooley, cum laude. Ava H. Ingeman. Madison Marie Fleck, cum laude. Carly Nicole Frobetter. Lacey Joe Fulcher. Ashley Christine Gibson, summa cum laude. Ashton Rose Green, cum laude. Shelby J. Groves. Emma Pearl Hall, magna cum laude. Gwyneth Elise Hansen, magna cum laude. Elise Marcella Houghton. Ordera Michael Igioma. Courtney Dawn Olberding. Tanya Onyanecki, cum laude. Michaela Jade Peace, magna cum laude. Olivia Ann Pennington, magna cum laude. Kyla Elizabeth Salee. Natalie Jane Schneider. Colin P. Skaggs, cum laude. Madison Delaney Schenk, cum laude. Lacey Marie Smith, cum laude. Patricia Sue Rue Soliday, summa cum laude. Lauren Renee Stoll, magna cum laude. Madeline Elizabeth Thomas, summa cum laude. Krista Marie Vasquez, cum laude. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Public Health, Rayanna Lynn Denise Garrison. For the combined degrees of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Public Health, Isabel Lourdes Valdez, summa cum laude. For the degree of Master of Physician Assistant Science, Luciano David Albanese. Luke William Albers. Olivia Ruth Askins. Garrett Christopher Barthel. Peyton Michelle Beller. Samantha Ann Blair. Ashley Bolin. Gabrielle Yvonne Boulet. Jordan Espin Bradley. Lauren Elizabeth Bug. Amy Drew Carter. Sophia Danielle Dawson. Chloe Nicole Dowdy. Patrick Joseph Edge. Ian French. Hannah Gorley. Cassidy Jane Graham. Colin Gwizdowski. Jillian E. Hoppy. Zaina Yasmin Hussein. Blake Evan Johnson. Caroline Patricia Laird. Isabel Marie Lynch. Rajapan Benjamin Marilot. Trenton Alexander Miller. Morgan Lee Milliken. Lauren Rachel Quinn. Melody Ramsey. Taylor M. Rapp. Julia Ruiz Vargas. Carly Shoy. Stephanie Marie Soteropoulos. Selena Carmen Tummelson. Marley Elizabeth Vinson. Lilia Vladimirova. Madeline Grace Wade. Isabel Rose Word. Brianna Nicole Zogelman. For the degree of Master of Public Health, Emma Mae Williams. For the degree of Master of Science in Athletic Training, Haley M. Exline. Kaylin Hall. Kenna Jo Keller. Aubrey L. Little. Ava Catherine Noblet. Hannah Marie Seibert. Sydney Lane Steele. Isabella Louise Yelly. For the degree of Master of Science in Education, Lucy Grace Ann Britt. Jenna Marie Doré. Ashton Lee Wilson. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Health Professions Education, Lindsay Eileen Kahn. Rebecca Phipps Johnson. Kendall Lee Kirker. Shakima Wiggins. For the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy, Dawson Isaiah Beers. Kyle Allen Billhartz. Sean Bloom. Ashley Ray Bolton. Brady W. Boring. Sarah Maureen Budd. Max J. Badowski. Lindsay Renee Deal. Elise Christine Deeg. Madison Ann D'Onofrio. Madeline Rebecca Abbott. William Scott Fessler. Megan E. Greist. Mary Catherine Goff. Abigail Grace Grenwald. Reva Mae Muir. Kristen M. Deneau. Michaela Danielle Heisey. Josie Marie Hudson. Ross A. Knapp. Gabriella Alyssa Lacour. Tyler Malone. Sydney Lynn McClary. Clara Victoria Oberg. Lillian Catherine Yanji Oker. Peyton Marie Reichensberger. Britt William Ressman. Cecilia Jo Ritter. Connor Roach. Colby Lee Rogers. Matthew Griffey Roop. William Michael Schmidt. Catherine Marie Schaefer. Cheyenne May Summerfield. Haley R. Thayer. Hannah Renee Tomlin. Catherine Ann Saronis. Sarah Grace Vanderhoof Dossett. Hannah Kathleen Walker. Luke Alexander Watts. Justin Philip Zumbalin.
You all are awfully quiet. Can we have a big round of applause for the class of 2026? Can I ask our graduates to please stand? Oh, clap again. Let's go. So by moving your tassel from right to left, not yet, symbolizes that you've been granted a degree. From now on, it's easy to remember which side your tassel should be on. From today on, your tassel is always on the left side, above your heart, to remember your alma mater. So on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to move your tassels from right to left. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2026. Well, they did deserve a standing ovation. Congratulations to our class. You may be seated. There are a lot of people that helped our class of 2026 along the way. We have a few faculty members who are retiring at the end of this year, so we'd ask them to please stand so we can acknowledge them. Thank you to Bruce and to Amy and to Ken. Thank you for decades of service to our university. Can I ask our faculty to please stand so we can acknowledge all of you? You may be seated. Our staff also does so many things for our university, from guidance on career counseling to making us feel safe, to enhancing the beauty of our campus, enhancing the Ford Center. If you're a staff member at the university, can you please stand so we can say thank you to all of you? Finally, to our families, our friends, those that continue to support our students, a big round of applause for you for all the support of your students. And finally, to our graduates, I am sure you're going to forget your grades. I'm sure you're going to forget your papers, the long nights of studying, but I expect that you will never forget your classmates, your professors, your coaches, your mentors, and that you'll never forget your university. One more time, a big round of applause for our class of 2026. It is so much fun to be president. I hope all of you enjoy these moments of today, because they're going to become the memories of tomorrow. And now, please all stand as we sing together our sesquicentennial class anthem, which is printed on the inside front cover of your commencement program. You may be seated one last time. This is it. I'd asked Reverend Andy Payton, our university chaplain, to close today's ceremony with benediction.
A few years ago, I walked out here and wasn't really thinking too much about it. It just kind of came out of me. I said to everyone, I said, I get the sense I should keep it brief. At which point, I'm not kidding you, someone from the crowd says, "Amen." So, in the spirit of that guy, can I get an amen? You just warmed my chaplain heart. Thank you. Thank you so much. Quick story, I'll wrap it up. Back in the COVID years, when my life was a little quieter and slower, and my girls were quite a bit younger, my wife and I, we would take turns putting our girls to bed. And every night, same routine, we would say prayers, read the book, and once the girls got settled, we began to slip out. And almost every time, our youngest daughter, she would say, "Dad, stay just a few more minutes." And I would respond, "Okay, I'll stay just a little while." And then she would say, "No, Dad, stay all the minutes." Well, we're just going to stay here a few more minutes. But I hope this blessing will stay with you all the minutes as you go into your future. As you move forward today, graduates, may you become who you already are. And who are you? You're loved. You're loved by the University of Evansville. You're loved by your friends. You're loved by the faculty. You're loved by your family. But above all, you are infinitely loved by God. All of your minutes. as you go forward today, may you become who you already are. Amen.
Thank you.